and Jim was a victim of a frightening accident.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The pain's gone from pain to excruciating pain.
Meanwhile, Trey's extreme abdominal condition worsened.
Oh my God.
And he was evacuated off the island.
Take care, man.
With another man down, tension escalated and pushed Jim and Dakota further away.
Dakota is the youngest member of the group. I think I've felt a little switch in him too. He doesn't seem as accessible.
I guess I'm just missing the point. I sleep right by the fire, and I sleep perfectly fine. I sleep better than a lot of the people that build all these shelters that took them 5-6 days to build.
It's a small island. Enough conflict arises, and you got yourself a Lord of the Flies situation.
Tonight, with 5 days left on the island.
Jim's on a whole different wavelength than the rest of the group right now, and I don't know where he's at.
Tensions between the camps come to a head.
Benji's ass is next. I'm gonna light him up. Dude, someone just poked its head out in the water and then went down.
And with finding food a top priority, the men face off against a dangerous predator.
Come back this way.
No, I can put all my weight.
I have this here.
Oh my God, Judd!
And later, with time winding down, the men say goodbye to the island.
Yeah! Woo! Best feeling in the world was to just like finally see the boat come in to get us.
It's time to get you back to your families.
What's the plans for today? Probably no big treks, right?
5.
Yeah.
But we have to maintain our camp.
Jim's on a whole different wavelength than the rest of the group right now, and I don't know where he's at. We're here to work as a team. We're here to help each other out, and I love how this place is changing people. Rob came in as like a stay-at-home dad, and now Rob is running around naked. He's turned into a full-on monkey since he's been here. Oh my God, the guy is fully primal right now. All right, we're back. Yeah, so Jim's not really coming around too much except for food and water now. It's a bit annoying. We do a lot of work on our side of the camp to provide the food and the water, and granted he is 64 years old and he burned his face, but even before that he hasn't caught a fish yet, he hasn't cooked a meal yet, he hasn't cleaned after himself hardly, he doesn't clean up after the group.
What's up, brother?
Hey, guys.
Unfortunately, Dakota has also fallen into kind of the Jim trap over at the rock camp. He's not exactly helping out with much here. He just comes over for the meals. He rarely prepares. He's the first one to grab food when we make it. And like Jim, he's just kind of enduring and he's counting down the days till he gets to go home. It's just not what I'm looking to have as my experience personally.
I think our fish is looking pretty much cooked.
Still Lord of the Flies.
It's unbelievable how hungry we are. Primitive.
Life isn't just you get to eat, you get everything you want.
Everybody take a little fat skin.
No one's entitled to a meal. You're not entitled to eat. You earn that.
Nice work, man.
Everyone seems to be bonding together. Well, with the exception of Dakota and Jimmy, selfishly not doing anything.
It's good.
It merits calling people out. You going back to the camp, Jimmy? Is that what you're doing?
Maybe, shortly.
Eat and leave. That's Jimmy style. Eat and leave. What's it called when you go in a restaurant and you
Dine and dash?
dine and dash?
I'm here for me. I'm here to make it to the end. I don't care if they say, well, you know, Jim didn't really do a whole lot and he could have done more and blah, blah, blah. I can accept that. I'm 64 years old and I know my limitations.
See you, Robbie.
See you, Dakota.
What time we want to do crab dinner? 5? Yeah, I'm down. Whatever. We'll come over here around 5.
Only come around for the food or what? Come on, Dakota.
Why? What?
Better hang out more often, bud.
Dude, I know. I gotta keep this fire going. It's freaking tough.
Yeah, it sounds intense.
I don't know about intense, Benji, but just take some time.
He feels so guilty. Look at him. He looks so guilty. He's doing it because of Jimmy.
Don't be stealing our firewood. Hey, that's our piece.
Some of the people here are so dumb. You got Benji talking crap to me for freaking taking firewood from their section, like their section over there. Who does that? I mean, really?
Selfish pricks. That really pisses me off.
For any thriving community, it's imperative the group perceives all of its members are doing their part, working for the common good of the group. If not, it's really only a matter of time before cracks in the group become chasms.
There goes Jim, walking off down the beach by himself.
Yeah, it's too bad, you know. Yo, Dakota. What's up? We need to get homeboy moving, you know what I mean? Like Jim Dog. Like, I don't expect him to be
He's gonna
like
do the fire
going on water and run. He's doing the fire?
At my fire, yeah, all day.
You put wood on a fire, dude. It's not an all-day thing. It's really not. I know, like he's an older guy. We're not expecting him to do crazy stuff. I mean,
he's gonna fix it. He wants to fix his seat still.
Fix his seat, which he's been doing for 3 days. I mean, there's how many hours in a day, bro? Like, things can be done.
All right.
Yeah? You're not, I can see you're not even registering, bro. Dude. I wasn't even calling you out, son.
Dude, you've been calling me out so much, man. You always call me out, bro.
For what?
You come over there all the time and you're always asking me. This is the first thing you ask me. What are you doing today? What the does it matter, man? Dude, what does it matter what I do?
Really?
Why does it matter to you? You guys want to build tree forts? Build your tree forts. I'm not building one.
That's fine.
Okay.
Dude, wait, hold on.
No.
First of all, no.
Dude, it just pisses me off. Benji's ass is next. I'm gonna light him up.
Yo.
I stole your wood too, by the way, Benji.
If he could.
Hope you're cool with that, man.
He's fine. If he could.
You cool with that?
Dakota.
Did I take your wood over here?
My wood?
Yeah.
Do you feel like
Is
you're
that
not
cool?
like acting normal right now?
I don't know. Are you cool that I took your wood from over on this side? I don't even want to see them. I don't want to talk to them. I'm so sick of them right now. Gosh dang, I'm at the point right now where I could care less if I'm even here.
Up next.
Someone just poked its head out in the water and then went down. See that?
Right there.
Oh, baby.
You always ask me what I'm doing and why aren't you doing as much? Like, dude, I'm fine, man. Just let me be. Don't baby me.
So you guys got to come and offer the help, and so we don't have to come and say, hey, will you help, This is all started because I asked to try to get him motivated.
Because
it had nothing to do with you.
That's Jim's life. Just let him do what he wants to do. Damn, just let him do his thing to make it to the end. He came out here to make it to the end. That is it. I'm not gonna leave him hanging over there. He was enjoying doing the water filtering thing. You know, Rob's doing it now, so I think he just kind of feels like, you know, he's not sure what to do.
We want him to be a part of the crew.
So then I'd bring it up to him.
But that's, again, why doesn't he say, well, I guess you can't answer for him, I'll ask him.
I'll go ask him.
I'll talk to him with you, man. We all heated up, bro. I'm not trying to call you out, brother.
I don't want to come off like I'm a jerk in any way. I just lost it. I blew up. And, you know, it felt good, but at the same time, you know, it really disappointed me and made me feel like crap because, you know, that's not the type of person I am.
I've never had a problem with Dakota sleeping here, you sleeping there, somebody sleeping in the woods. That's never been a problem with me.
And what do you want from me?
I mean, I can't speak for anybody else. For me, it's just, I like to see you guys around.
Well, I deserve to have my space when I want it, just like everybody else here. And I should be afforded that.
And then that's where the controversy is. Breathing room, and then also, we've got a group, we all need to work together a little bit. And it just takes talking and figuring out what people want to do.
I'm here to make it to the end. And I know my limitations. I'm 64 years old. I'm not 31 years old.
You're 64. You're not 80 years old.
You know, you people hang out with people that you like, and you have the same interests. You know, and I don't know what the deal is with me and Dakota down here. I don't know what the big deal is.
We're here for a month, and we're getting so close to the end now. Like, I've been hoping we could end this on a high note. You come at this as a group, and you've got 100 times better chance of doing it right and coming out on top.
I appreciate what you're saying, and I appreciate you opening up to us. For me, it was more just feeling a little bit disrespected by you, mostly. Every single night, I'm up late catching crabs so that everybody can eat. And for me, it's more just like, oh, nice to see you again, Jim. Like, lunch, dinner, great. Like, and then you come back over here and do whatever you do.
But Joe,
and that's totally fine if that's what you want to do, but I haven't felt any appreciation for it. Not that that's what I'm doing it for. I mean, it's like simple respect.
But I can say as a group, people just want you around, too.
If I haven't said thank you, I say thank you. If I've missed saying that to you, I apologize. And we'll be there with the group. We're not against the group. Believe me, we're not. Thanks, Benj, for all you've done. I really do appreciate it.
Good. Thank you.
We're getting towards the end, so I don't want to have a split camp. I respect everybody here. Whether I like them a whole lot or not, I still respect everybody here.
Mentally, for me, this is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, dude. Like, every day, dude, every day I want to just quit. I would love to just quit. Every day. Because I know what's waiting on the other end. The easy way out, dude. And it just makes me not want to do that with anything when I get back, because I've always done that, dude.
You've always taken the easy way out?
Easy way out, dude. Every time, man. I went to college on a basketball scholarship, and you know, I was starting and I was playing a bunch. When I was there, I got really caught up in the party scene for a while, so I ended up failing a class. I lost my scholarship after that, and I just dropped out. I still remember that moment, how bad it hurt me, because I let myself down, but I also let my family down as well, and that killed me, I think, more than it did probably myself. I feel like a failure.
Well, it's good that you can recognize it, because a lot of people don't recognize it.
Yeah.
And they keep living their lives, and you're 22 recognizing it, dude. That's legit, dude.
That's good right there.
That's legit, man.
You know, hopefully I got some time to improve. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think so much about my life and my future that I just kind of, I feel like I'm getting there, you know? I'm getting closer to understanding how to live my life and the things that are really important and the things that aren't important. I have everything I could ever even imagine in my life right now. And I'm so lucky. So I just need to keep a positive attitude and keep plugging along.
Food supply is really, really weak. Since the pork fest, we had like a few limpets and some land crabs.
How's it looking? Any signs? Tracks or anything?
It's important that we do our best to keep looking for viable food sources.
We should get some shade, for sure.
Dude, something just poked its head out in the water and then went down.
Really? Where?
Yeah. See this round rock?
Yeah.
Right here? Right to the left. See that?
Yep.
See it right there.
Oh, baby. That just come up?
Yeah.
That looks like a caiman head, baby. It does, doesn't it?
The men won't be alone on the island. You've got iguanas, snakes, wild pigs. The top of the food chain is a caiman crocodile. It's a prehistoric predator, razor-sharp teeth, and he's the largest, meatiest animal on the island. And when he's cornered or scared, he will attack, no question.
Now what? Let's go sit kind of like a little further up. See if he'll come out.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Good eye, Benji.
Yeah, holy crap. We sat around for about 2 hours just watching it. It's out in the water, maybe waist deep. There's no way that we could get a caiman that way. I mean, we're not professional wranglers, alligator, crocodile, or caiman. So to try to take it in the deep water would have been stupid.
Come on, Ed. You've been in the water way too long. You're getting pruny. Getting all pruny. Nobody likes that.
Oh, no, don't go back out. Just turned around.
Damn, I just lost him. I lost him behind those rocks.
Should we walk down and make sure? Tide's rushing in pretty quick. The land is disappearing pretty fast.
Benji.
Huh?
See it?
You see him?
Yeah.
Stay next to me with that poker. All right, going in. He just put his head down. He's still. I can. So no, you come back this way.
No, I can put all my weight. I have to see.
Don't stab him. Oh my God, Judd!
Up next, the men get into a spirited debate.
I judge a man on his ability for compassion, whether it be human beings or animals.
Some of you have these self-righteous stances, and it's just rhetoric.
All right, going in. He just put his head down. He's still.
I can.
So no, come back this way.
No, I can put all my weight. I have to see.
Don't stab him. Oh my God, Judd! Hey,
Not
Judd!
super tight. He's up. You got him. Done. Nice, brother. Okay, you gotta move your hands down. Move your hands down. Got him. Okay, let me start wrapping. Hold it. You got him tight? Yes.
Ooh, he's growling at me.
I didn't think we'd even see a caiman, let alone see one and get close to one and me jump on it. So this is like 5 steps removed from my expectation.
Wrap that tight.
Should we save some rope for his hands and feet, or are we gonna kill it?
No, we should bring it back.
Yep. All right, hold him there.
Take this real quick.
When I first jumped on it, I wasn't really thinking.
His back legs are good. Let's get these spears under.
After a while, I absorbed what was going on. I'm like, oh my God, this thing is amazing, and we're tying it up, and we're gonna eat well.
Yes. Oh my God. Way to frickin' be. Got him?
You gotta be kidding me.
We got a hell of a hike, but super happy to get this guy. I've never ever touched a caiman before, and I am starving. Unfortunately for him, we're gonna have to kill him soon and put him in our bellies, and we'll keep surviving. Ready?
I'm not for killing things, but starving humans are gonna harvest animals, and the best we can do is respect it and eat it, and I'm ready to do that. We're hungry enough, and we're gonna make good use of it.
That is insane.
Holy!
Oh,
man.
Looky what we've got here. Gentlemen, we have ourselves a caiman.
Is it alive?
It's alive.
Sweet.
Good job, dude.
I want a discussion on the caiman that was caught, about killing it or not killing it.
Great job.
Damn, Judd.
This is a creature that was here long before humanity. It will be here long after humanity, probably. We don't need to kill it. We really don't. I guess everybody knows here I'm kind of an animal lover, and I want to clarify that. You know, after spending 35 years with the worst people on the face of this earth, I came to really love animals because they're not judgmental. So I respect the life of animals very much. We are a compassionate group here, even though we have different cultures and different backgrounds. I don't come from a hunting background. I mean, if I did, I may feel very, 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 very differently. But I judge a man on his ability for compassion, because I didn't see it a lot in 35 years. I don't admit to this very often. The people close to me probably know that. I took a human life in the line of work in '87. It was the hardest thing I ever did. I think about it every day. And maybe that time in '87 made me attuned to a lot more than probably anybody here. I'm sure the doc has been through, many people died while he's been there, but it's different when you shoot somebody in the head, you know, during an armed robbery. It's a little bit different. So when you see that and you experience that, life becomes so important to you, whether it be human beings or animals, that I can't expect you to see my side of that. But I just don't talk about it because it's something that just something I don't talk about.
I respect anybody's opinion about this. I am pretty hungry. There's no more sustainable food for us right now than this caiman. And when we go back to the States and you order any protein item off the menu, it's gonna live a life that was less fulfilling than this creature lives right here.
Whatever the group decides, I will honorably agree with you to do that.
I think there are a lot of ethical considerations, but I've ignored all these ethical considerations at home. So my family, we buy all kinds of meat, and I've gone years without questioning it. You know, I'll probably be excommunicated from all my liberal circles, but that's the point. I'd like to go home and say, you know what? Some of you have these self-righteous stances, and it's just rhetoric. I've been there, and to kill an animal humanely, as opposed to not knowing any information about how things are processed in this country, to me right now is a hell of a lot more ethical, because I just think inherently it's the absolute right thing to do.
I don't know if I'm taking something away from the hunters of this meal, but I would like to volunteer to kill the caiman with the knife, precisely so that it's seared into my memory every time I go to a grocery store.
Yeah.
You will remember that the time you stick the knife in it every day of the rest of your life.
Up next, the group can't escape the rising tide.
It's encapsulated the whole beach, both here and over at the other camp.
Oh, dude, where's this coming from, man?
The island's telling us, time to go.
And later, the men share what they've learned on the island.
While I feel I'm a pretty committed dad, I still think there are areas in which I can improve. I can learn to be more in the moment with my kids.
I don't know if I'm taking something away from the hunters of this meal, but I would like to volunteer to kill the caiman with the knife, precisely so that it's seared into my memory every time I go to a grocery store.
Yeah.
You will remember that the time you stick the knife in it every day of the rest of your life. I mean, you just be aware that you will remember that. It doesn't go away.
It's kind of what I want.
No.
Why don't you sit on top of it, Graham? Buck, why don't you straddle the tail?
It's all right, buddy.
Yeah, I can go through this.
And you're gonna twist once you're ready.
Thanks, buddy.
You're okay. Yeah, you did. That was good. That was a good spot. He didn't even move that much.
I kind of feel surreal, you know? I just took that caiman's life with a knife. I'm gonna have that memory for a long time, I hope. You know, I'm not gonna take this stuff for granted anymore. I'm not gonna take food in markets or grocery stores for granted, especially not meat. We can't be blind to what we're doing when we eat a cheeseburger. So yeah, it's done.
All right, that should be good. Yep.
You got a knife?
We want to go straight down?
Yeah, go straight down, and then you're gonna make a U, come back up.
Uh-oh.
That kind of broke.
It's not easy to kill something, but the way we did it, you know, the preparation we did beforehand,
I'd say that's pretty good.
all of that helped, and we did it the best way we could. And that makes us all feel a lot better, I think.
That's right, we're making portions for 8. Jimmy's not eating.
8 ways is Jim not eating?
Jim's not eating.
The human potential for change and adaptation is just mind-blowing to me. We are, after all, an animal, and you look at the animals that live all over the world, they do the most incredible things.
This tastes so good. Good job, everybody.
I mean, many of us have lost touch with this way of life, but it still exists for billions of people on this planet. That hauling firewood, finding water, and finding your next meal are the activities of the day and are difficult.
This is very special.
How you feeling this morning, brother?
You know what? I feel really good. And I mean, some days you wake up and you're like, oh, another day. And today I'm like, another day. Day 26, which just has a nice ring to it. There's been some suffering in these days, some absolute joy in these days, some total boredom, a little bit of everything. Day 26, who knows what it'll bring.
Jim, I mean, these tides are coming up higher than I've ever seen before. What do you think's happening?
It's pretty high. I don't know. You can see it's already reaching rock camp underneath a little bit where the cabana is. It's encapsulated almost the whole beach here. I mean, both here and over at the other camp, it's right up to the beginning of the going into camp. It would be hard to walk from here to the other camp right now with the tide up this way. All the crabs are running in rock camp trying to hide from the ocean. Look at all the crabs hiding up here.
It's crazy.
I think it's coming around from the logs.
From the log jam, yeah.
I think the flooding is kind of symbolic. We're wiping away a lot of this experience. We're moving on from this experience. I will miss all the relationships, the good times, the little victories. But as far as the island itself and its inhospitability, won't miss it.
Oh man, old junk pile over here. Whoa. Whoa! The island's telling us, time to go. I think the island's just as sick of us as we are of it. It spent hours listening to our diary cams. It's had enough. It wants no more.
Up next, the men reflect on their time on the island.
I miss my family like crazy.
I can be a grumpy prick, you know, when I want to be.
What about you, Rob?
I miss my family. I miss cooking dinner for them. I miss giving the kids a bath. You just can't take your family ever for granted.
And later, I return to take the men home.
There he is. Yeah. Wow, look at you.
Yeah. How'd you sleep last night, man?
Like a baby, waking up every 2 hours and crying. Day number 27, we go home tomorrow. Sometimes you gotta endure the difficult things to experience the reward. And I feel as though I've endured plenty and I'm ready for the rewards. So let's do this thing and get out of here.
I want to propose when I get home.
I'll even come to you with him.
There you go. You'll be getting an invitation, that's for sure.
What are you gonna do if she says no when you ask her? You know,
I'll probably come back to the island.
You have to think of that.
We'll just come right back here.
You'll come back to the island if she says
Come
no?
right back to the island. The past couple days, I've been thinking about how to propose to my girlfriend. You know, the time here and this amazing opportunity to have the freedom I have to think and to glue my life back in order in the way it should be and to do things differently that can help my life from here on out.
Why do you think you guys get along so well, you know?
Honestly, to me, it is like, I feel like he is like a father figure to me out here.
And Dakota's a good kid. I'm gonna tell his parents on camera, you've done a really super job with Dakota. You've worked hard to get him where he's at. You ought to be proud of all that you've done for him because he's a good boy.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that.
As the men's time on the island is winding down, it's important they see their experience as more than just an individual journey. The moment they realise that they're bonding together and forming into that brotherhood, and that moment is when amazing things can happen.
I miss my family like crazy, and my girlfriend, obviously, but it'll be kind of nice to just get back and be able to be with those people again.
I'm missing like a big glass of ice cold water, beer, which I don't drink that much, but like a beer and whiskey sounds really good.
What about you, Rob?
Yeah, I miss my family. When I met Julie, I was doing pretty well at my job, but I was lost. I was just searching for someone that could put up with me. Not many people, you know, can. And we got married, and then my family, it's my life. And I miss cooking dinner for them. I miss giving the kids a bath. I miss reading to them at night. While I feel I'm a pretty committed dad, I still think there are areas in which I can improve from being out here. I still think that I can learn to be more in the moment with my kids. I think I want to throw away my cell phone because I feel guilty that I'm on it too much. And you just can't take your family ever for granted.
I think we've been given an amazing gift to strip away all the baloney and the electronics and just think about things that really matter in our lives. And I mean, that's the most incredible gift ever, right?
I think I'll miss adventure, even though sometimes my life is an adventure at work. But I feel like I get into, you know, monotony of that, and you want to get out there and do something else.
You know, Buck, your steadfastness and just consistency of niceness, it's been helpful. You feel secure.
Glad I could help. So that's what I really wanted to do is come out here and be able to add significantly to the group.
You already have.
Do something.
You're the dog,
positive.
man. Of course.
I'm glad to have you guys. You guys have all been just great, man.
Yeah.
It's a really good group.
And for me, it's been, you know, a remarkable experience. Something I'll cherish. I appreciate some people being so honest. And I can be a grumpy prick, you know, when I want to be. But I know everybody contributed to helping me get to the end. I could have been gone the first week without that, and I know that. I certainly thank everybody here for that. That's my sensitive side.
This experience is really taught me to consider others a little bit more and be patient. And as we're winding down this journey, I think the 9 of us left in this island are all going to walk away happier, smarter, more caring, and more compassionate people.
On a more positive note, I'm missing peanut butter and jelly in terms of the food.
Oh God, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Up next,
Fire's going out.
the men prepare to leave the island.
Decided to go full jungle this morning. I'm gonna wear this all day because it's the last day.
Yesterday, I spent probably 2 hours writing a poem.
Oh, baby.
That's all right, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Bear.
And show me around their camp before leaving the island for good.
It's time to get you back to your families.
Rooster. Jungle Rooster thinks he can wake us up, but we're already up, baby.
It's the last day.
It's the last day. We're going home.
Today is the day that we go home. It's been a great journey. I've learned a lot, and you know, I'm gonna take a lot from it, so I'm just excited, though, to get home. I'm not believing it until Bear shows up, though.
Right? Yeah. Decided to go full jungle this morning. Made this last night. Nice little loincloth. And I'm gonna wear this all day because it's the last day. Why would we not?
Yesterday, I spent probably 2 hours writing a poem. I wanted to commemorate as much as I could and sum up our experience. And so I've called this poem The Island. A month ago, we began a journey into the unknown. Bear Grylls took us to an island previously unshown. We had ups, we had downs, we had smiles, we had discontent faces. Do you remember the thirst? It was the worst. And of all the deprivations, that was only the first. I started to think we needed a nurse, but we had Buck, our doc, to whom very little was a shock. Next, we went from extreme hunger to nearly needing a plunger. Remember all the things we ate? So many creatures found their untimely fate. We lost Taylor and our brethren along the way. Mikey, our man, Devion, Ernie, and Trey. We kept them in mind as we pushed forward, every step dizzy and vision blurred. We built shelters and kept the fire. We invented a coconut maker built of chicken wire. We set traps and checked the net. Whether we'd eat tomorrow was anyone's bet. But we kept positive, maintained the hope. We learned that there was very few struggles with which we could not cope. Last but not least, there's my boy, Rob. You always had your man card, no matter how much you sob.
With the 9 of us who finished, we're all very different people. The one thing we didn't do was give up.
Can I get a side hug?
We pushed till the end, and now we're all standing very successful, very happy, very changed men.
There he is.
So this is it.
This is it.
Oh,
About
baby.
to have a heart attack? Oh, baby. That's our ride, baby.
Yes!
That's our ride.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
Best feeling in the world was to just like finally see the boat come in, you know, to get us.
We made it. Oh, Jimmy.
I'm like super proud of myself just because I couldn't see myself really finishing it sometimes, and to know that I actually made it to the end is, you know, it's really overwhelming for me to know that I actually did it.
Yeah, baby.
Bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, wow, look at you.
Yeah, we look a little different.
First up, respect. Genuinely, respect. Come and shake my hand.
It's been bloody fun.
Amazing. Wow, look at you. Look at your eyes. They're all bright. You know? I've seen that before in people. It's when you go through something. You know? You've earned those bright eyes from in here, so genuinely respect to all of you guys. Huge admiration.
Seeing these 9 men strong, physically and mentally, and proud in themselves and in each other, and also proud in their achievements, is very humbling.
Wow, look at this. Very cool.
And I always knew this experience would be life-changing for them. I just didn't realize how life-changing.
All right, here we go, guys. Fire's going out.
Oh, fire. And this is good water, too.
This is good water.
The island was much more than I expected it to be. I'm definitely sad to go.
A couple of shells and a sign. That's all I'm taking with me.
But I'm super grateful for this community that I helped build and this village that we created together.
You can't tell now, but this whole area we were standing in has been flooded. It just recently receded.
Did you lose the fire ever?
Same fire from day one.
So who lit the fire?
It was
Ernest
Mike and Ernie.
Mike.
Yeah. 2 guys who were gone.
Yep. So
They served their purpose.
Yeah, they absolutely did. In the beginning, did you know of the 14 of us? Could you guess who would be here at the end?
Well, that's the magic, is that there's no blueprint for a hero in everyday life. You know, you can tell in the movies that they all have the big muscles and whatever, but until the pressure and the squeeze goes on, you don't see what people are made of. And, you know, that's the magic of it. You proved it. You proved it by heart, mind, soul, you know, and showed it in spades. And as I said, when I first saw you, total respect for what you've done. But it's time to get you back to your families. All right?
Let's do it.
Going home.
So proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
You're like my little brother, man.
We came here as 14 guys, all with different backgrounds, all searching for something. And each person is going to take away something different from this. But we came together as a group that was merely trying to survive and became a collective of humans that thrived. Peace out, Island. Thank you.
Say your goodbyes.
Thank you and
Thank
good
you.
night.
I'm never eating coconut again.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
All of us have what it takes to evolve and adapt in any circumstance. I didn't believe that in the beginning. I believe that now. That's one of the great lessons I've been able to take away from this experience.
I hope I don't forget how lucky I am to live at the time that I do with modern luxury and convenience. I don't want to go home and start taking for granted all the things that most people do, including myself.
I'm going to take a lot from this experience. Probably the most thing is that, you know, life is not over when you turn 60. I'm tougher than I believe, not as smart as I think, and I'm very proud to be standing here today having finished.
We've been isolated in this little land of survival where you almost had to shut out the rest of the world to function. And so to re-enter is like so much fun. My senses are awakening. And now it is time to just take a huge bite out of life.
I didn't think coming into this I would have got as much as I did, but it's crazy how much life things I've gotten from this, and I know that, you know, it's gonna change my life forever.
I've always been a positive, optimistic person. It's one of the most unknown survival skills that you could have. There's plenty of times when we almost gave up, and having a positive, optimistic mind ended up getting 9 people still on the island in the end.
Really, I set out to prove to myself that I could go through something like this and be a survivor and stick it out, and I had the heart and the will to do anything. I realized that, you know, it doesn't matter your size, your shape, color, anything like that. It's all what's in here and what's in there.
Being on an island with just a few people for so long made me realize just how much you can learn from other people and how much that human connection is important. And there's lessons here that I'll take to the grave, and I think I'm gonna be a better man for it.
Honestly, I want to hug my family. I don't ever want to leave them again. I set out to find my man card, and I found much more than that. I found that I was a man, and I'm still a man, but I'm going to become a better man. We came, we saw, and we won. We won. We did it. We beat it.
When faced with situations that test our strength and challenge our grit, we have the opportunity to dig deep and discover what we're really made of. If these men have taught us anything, it's that we are more capable than we think, and there exists a survivalist in each and every one of us.